Okay, we're going to load MX Linux on a second drive. In that way, we're not destroying our Windows installation. So what we're going to do is download the MX Linux version that we are trying to run. So let me just let's go for the distro. Right, this is the site where you want to download your MX Linux. So it's called distrowatch.com. If you type that in the browser, you'll get to this site. And if you go, let me just get back to, so you'll be on this page here. And you got like plenty of, like, there's tons of, like, there's 100 different Linux versions on there, but mostly the one that's been used nowadays is MX Linux. Basically, on my system, because I've got an NVIDIA graphics card, Linux is a bit funny with that. So I usually download the 19, the older version that works, one that I have tested with my system. So if you scroll down, you can see latest is 21, and then you got the beta versions, and then you got the 19.4. So I usually click on the 19.4, and then if you look and if you download, and then you got the 19.4 64-bit. So I'll click that one, and then that will start downloading the ISO file. I'm already downloading that, as you can see at the bottom. Nearly, I think 60-70% nearly done. It says about 3 to 4 minutes, 6 minutes, sorry. And basically that will download that, and then once that's downloaded, we'll go from there. The second thing we need to make our bootable USB drive is Rufus. If you type Rufus in your search bar, you will come to this. Hang on, let me get back there. So if you type Rufus in your search, and the first one that you'll come to is the one that you want. Basically, this is a program that will take our ISO file and put it onto the USB drive and make it bootable, so that we can boot from the USB drive to install the MX Linux. So what you will do is choose the first one, and once you've done that, it'll give you an option to save. I usually save it on the desktop, so it's quicker to find, and I've already done that. As you can see, it's already there. It's going to just put another one there with one on it. So I'm going to cancel it for you. You'll have to just say save, and once those two items are ready, right, so our ISO file is downloaded, and we have both our items downloaded and on our desktop. We're going to go to Rufus, yes, and from here we're going to select our ISO file. It's already seen that we've got a 16GB USB drive in our computer system. So we select the ISO file, and FAT32 wants to boot, and everything is there, so that's fine, and we'll do start. I usually go with the DD image mode because that is the one that works with this for me. I don't know if the other one would work for you or not, but I always do the DD image because that's the one that's more compatible with the Linux operating systems. Yes, and this will start to copy all the ISO file over and make it a bootable USB drive. So I'll let this continue, and then I'll come back. Right, we're at 98.7, and now it's refreshing the partitions on the USB drive, and it shouldn't take that long now. All right, that's all done now. So what we'll do is we'll do shutdown and restart, and when we're going to, I'm going to be pushing F8 on my motherboard because it's a gigabyte motherboard, so usually they are assigned to F8 on the right. We're in the BIOS. No, we don't want to use the flash utility, and what we will do now is boot from our USB drive. So we'll go for first option. Right, we're in the installation screen. Right, let's just fix the graphics. Right, if you don't want to install and you just want to have a look around, you will need to remember these. User is demo and password is demo. Super user root password is root. So I'll just close that, and any settings you change and then you do the installation afterwards, they will be carried over to the installation as long as you click the live version to be transferred over. So what I'm going to do is do the installation, as we're going to put it on a second drive. We can change the keyboard plus United Kingdom, there we go. Okay, and take away that one, and okay. There we go, next. And here I would select auto entire and make sure the drive is, that's my main Windows drive there. That is a NVMe drive. This is the SSD drive. We do that and we go next. We will say yes, and this will automatically make all the settings what it needs, and we can go to next. I'm going to rename it as MX19, so if I use it on a different network, so we know which computer we are linking into. So we go next, select the United Kingdom, then we'll go to Europe and London. I will click that so it updates from the internet. You can have for timing in 24-hour mode or the 12-hour mode. So next, username Sam, and I'm just going to put Sam again. Right, and the root Sam and Sam. Right, here is where what I was saying about save live desktop changes. So if you made any changes here and if you want to carry them over to your installation, all you have to do is click them here. But we haven't done nothing, so we're going from a fresh installation. So it's next, and then we will wait till it completes. So I will be back when it completes. Right, we're at 98% installation. Right, okay, so we will finish that and we'll reboot automatically. Right, if it boots into your Windows, all you'll have to do is go back into the BIOS and change the sequence. But as mine was booted into the new operating system, the MX-19 automatically, so I didn't need to change nothing. So this is the first time it's loading everything up. And we put the password what we put in there. And it's connected to the internet and everything. Right, okay. Well, we'll close this for now. Right, it's all loaded up now. Panel, panel properties. Right, okay. You can have it horizontally at the top. Close that. Okay, so as you look here, it's in always mode. It will always hide in the corner. So you'll have that kind of. You'll have to keep going to there. So let's go back into that and change intelligently. So that will automatically only hide when something is okay. Let's try that. Let's make it, as you see now at the top, it's disappeared. So if we close that, it'll be back. So that's the way I prefer it. Okay, so desktop settings, you can change to whichever screens you like. Let's go for that one. Those, okay. And to update, all you have to do is right click and check for updates. This will automatically check for all the updates and update the Linux version. So we've got like 224 updates. Right, and you'll see that will turn in green. That means it's got updates in there. So all you'll do is, I think it's double click it, yep, and say yes, automatically close terminal when it's done, yep, and update. And we'll have to put the root password so we can start downloading the updates. Right, while it's doing that, I just want to show you. Right, that is the 250 gig hard drive that has got the Windows on it. As you can see, Windows and everything on it, and this is the live USB drive that we've got, and that is the one that we've got the Windows Linux is on. So if we go, once everything, I'll just push that down so you can do that. I'm going to go for desktop settings. Right, icons, show icons in primary, custom, and then you have the option to tick the ones that you want to see, like your hard drives and everything on the desktop. So I usually choose that, so that way everything is there. And if you want to download any softwares like Office or all that kind of stuff, but I think Office is already installed. So you have got MX Office, LibreOffice, not Office. Right, okay, we got the writer in there. So basically, you didn't have to do nothing, and you're up and running already. So The only thing you'll have to change is to a font called Calibra. I think it's Calitro, that's the one. I think that is the one that is compatible with Office. So when you save the stuff, if you want to share your files with people that have got Windows, save as, and all formats. Let's have a look. Save as. Okay. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there we go. So you can save it as a .docx. That's a Word 2007 and 2019. Or if you want to save it as the older version, doc as well, but that is the one mostly that Office will see. So if we call that Untitled 1 and it's in Documents, yep, save. Okay, so that's, there was nothing in there actually, so we just saved nothing. Okay, so if we go into Home and then we look into Documents, we've got a folder called 1.docx. This is compatible with Office 2009 to 2013. So basically this will work with the Microsoft Office. So if you do save anything, I'm just going to delete that. So basically what is good about this is you've got everything once you installed it. So if you want to go on the internet, you can straight away go on the internet. You've got nothing there, you know, holding you back, that once you load Windows, you're always looking for that you need this and that kind of stuff. So with this, at least you're up and running straight away. Right, this is a version that it's the 19.2, but with all my settings basically, and then I've made a live USB memory stick, so I can keep all my stuff on just the USB drive. So basically I've got everything set up the way I want it. I can, if I want to change the background, usually I keep that, so it's there, so it looks like a Mac operating system basically. So we can update, we can do everything with this. So you've got all the features there, you've got basically everything that you need. So that's the 250 gig hard drive that I was using for Windows, and this is the Linux version. So if we go into our settings, if we want to do graphics or anything like that, we have all the softwares already installed in there for us to use. And you've got image viewers, editors, everything that you need basically. A couple of games, but I've never checked them. So if we want to download like Chrome or something, we'll double click this. We'll have to put the root password and search. So say we want Chrome, this will give us a stable version and all that kind of stuff. And if we click that, so mine, because I've already installed it on there, so it's already there, so I don't need to do nothing. And that's where you would tick that and then say apply, and that would automatically download it for you and install it. So and any other software you need, you just go in there. Let's type OBS, yeah, and you've got like plenty. If you look around, there's tons of things there. What OBS is not there, so what we do is let's just close this, and you have another package downloader. Yeah, and if you type OBS in there, OBS, and there you go, you'll see the studio is there. So you can tick that and then install, and that will automatically install it for you. And there was a problem updating the sources. Yep, okay, that's not a problem because I have to. Okay, so it's updating them and doing them now, and the procedure is complete. So that is installed. So if I want to find where it is, all I have to do is type OBS, and there it is. So we have OBS all there. I'm just going to cancel that for now, and that's how you install all the operating system and softwares in there.